the most annoying sound to me. I don't know why it drives me so nuts. Years past, we didn't have these on here. This has a nice elbow to it. Only problem is it blows in your face when you go to get in the machine. Those stupid things right there, I hate clappers. That's the best sound right there. Quiet after a long day's work. The old exhaust we had on there, it didn't have none of that crap. Just let all the snow, rain, anything in there. It didn't bother it at all, this old girl. But obviously they welded them on there, and I guess they do what they're supposed to, but that tingle tangle, jingle jangle drives me nuts for some reason. I hate that sound. So when you get done chipping for the end of the day, the best thing is like shut it off, and it's like, oh, it's quiet. You can still hear some skidders out there, which is fine. Out there working, but yeah, it gets real annoying. So the most important thing to do when you shut this thing off is shut your power off, because what I have is the heater's on. Now the heater's kind of tricky on this one. The heater power runs off 24 volt, which is, we got 2 batteries connected down there, and then but it runs off the heat of the air antifreeze off the little motor. So that's how the heater works in there. It's kind of hooked to both things. And then obviously it's the same thing for your air conditioning. Your power comes from here, but your air conditioner pumps on the little motor. But if you don't shut that off, the fans keep blowing in there for your heater, because I leave the heater on, so in the mornings when you fire this thing up, you don't have to walk up there to turn it on, because that exhaust is blowing on your face, and it's usually really smoky. And then the less you have to walk on this thing, the better, especially in the early mornings. So I leave the heat on, so when you get here in the morning, fire it up, whatever you gotta do, and then the heat's on, let it run for a little while, kick your clutches in. Sometimes you turn the conveyor on, maybe run your feed wheels backwards, get some hydraulic fluid moving so everything tries to loosen up. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes when you're firing her up. And every now and then you gotta check this. About once every 6 months you check that, so you don't have to worry about that much. That's always right where it needs to be. Especially the older machines, they work a lot better. Anywho, I gotta put some chain on there now. I changed a little weak on my 8s, I believe, a little bottom drum. Do that. Get some fuel. We had she was cold this morning, and we had some ugly weather. They actually canceled schools again because the blowing and drifting snow was not pretty. It was pretty ugly this morning coming in to work. Oh, I'm out of flail rods. So she wasn't pretty this morning, but over here where we're working, it's different than where it was where we're at. So where working's not too bad. They didn't have the weather we have at home, so That's some chain I gotta do there. Gotta do chain in there. So then I think the skidder guys, I'm not sure, probably blade this out. I had to run chipper again today, so I sorted that log out. But it looks like I got a small leak up under the cab. So we can look at that real quick. Oh, I got a minute. See exactly what we got here. Looks like it's coming from there. Have to check it out when it's running, I guess. See where it's coming from. But it looks like a loose fitting or something. Or that block is loose. Those are pilot hoses running the cab, so that's what those are, your joysticks. Everything else looks kosher down here. But we got a little something spraying some mist out. Looks like it's right in either that one there or that one there. Have to work on that tomorrow. But she's a mess. She's ugly, but it gets the job done. Come on. You going to 4? No. Well, as you can tell, we're working on. Just enough hill. One of those days.
Yep. She's blocked. Yeah.
I think we're good. Thing's dead. Let's see here. What we got. Let her sit. Come on, old girl. She's not happy. Let's give her another try. Got her. Banged right up. I love the old Freightliner. Just keep rolling.